Godzilla vs. Titanoboa, the ultimate showdown. Ever wondered what would happen if two of the most colossal creatures ever to walk, or slither, the earth came face to face? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into an epic hypothetical battle between the king of the monsters himself, Godzilla, and the prehistoric behemoth, Titanoboa. In one corner, we have Godzilla, a towering force of nature awakened from the depths of the ocean. In the other, Titanoboa, the largest snake that ever lived, a predator of unimaginable proportions from a time long forgotten. Who would win in this ultimate showdown? Let's find out. The legend of Godzilla. So, let's kick things off by talking about everyone's favorite giant lizard, Godzilla. Godzilla first stomped onto the scene back in the 1950s, debuting in Japanese cinema. Created as a metaphor for nuclear destruction post-World War II, Godzilla became an emblem of the dangers of nuclear weapons and the havoc they could unleash. Pretty deep for a monster movie, right? Standing at a staggering 393 feet tall and weighing in around 90,000 tons, Godzilla is no joke. He's got those iconic dorsal fins running down his back, rough, scaly skin that can withstand the toughest of attacks, and a massive tail that can level buildings with a single swipe. Now, let's talk powers. Godzilla isn't just big, he's got some serious firepower, literally. His atomic breath is a blast of radioactive energy that can incinerate almost anything in its path. And if that wasn't enough, he has a regenerative healing factor that helps him recover from injuries that would take down lesser monsters. Plus, he's amphibious, comfortably navigating both land and sea. Over the years, Godzilla has faced off against some pretty formidable foes: King Ghidorah, Mothra, Mechagodzilla, you name it. He's leveled cities, saved the world, and even sometimes destroyed it, depending on his mood. His battles aren't just fights, they're cataclysmic events that reshape the landscape. Godzilla isn't just a monster, he's a cultural icon. From his beginnings as a symbol of destruction to his evolution into a sometimes hero, Godzilla has left a massive footprint, pun intended, on pop culture. He's starred in countless movies, inspired songs, and even has his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Unveiling Titanoboa. Now, let's slither over to our next contender, the fearsome Titanoboa. Titanoboa was discovered in the Cerrejón coal mines of Colombia. Imagine the surprise of unearthing fossils of a snake that lived 60 million years ago, just after the dinosaurs went extinct. It was a game changer for paleontologists and gave us a peek into a world we barely knew existed. This wasn't your average snake. Titanoboa is estimated to have been about 42 feet long and weighed over a ton. To put that in perspective, that's longer than a city bus and heavier than a small car. Compared to today's green anacondas or reticulated pythons, Titanoboa was a true giant. As an ambush predator, Titanoboa likely relied on stealth and surprise to take down its prey. It probably feasted on crocodiles, large fish, and pretty much anything else unfortunate enough to cross its path. With its immense size and power, constricting its prey would have been a literal crush. Titanoboa lived in hot, humid tropical climates, think sweltering jungles and swampy waters. It was right at home both on land and in the water, making it a versatile hunter. The high temperatures of its environment might have even contributed to its massive size. The discovery of Titanoboa gave scientists valuable insights into prehistoric ecosystems and how reptiles evolved after the dinosaurs disappeared. It showed us that the world bounced back in a big way and that nature's creativity knows no bounds when it comes to adapting and surviving. Setting the battle scene. Alright, now that we know our fighters, let's set the stage for this epic clash. Imagine this. A mysterious rift in time opens up, and Titanoboa slithers into the modern world, confused but ready to dominate. At the same time, disturbances deep within the Earth's core awaken Godzilla from his slumber. Both creatures are drawn to the same location, compelled by forces beyond their understanding. The battleground? A sprawling coastal city bordered by dense jungles, the perfect mix of urban jungle and actual jungle. Think somewhere with towering skyscrapers on one side and untamed wilderness on the other. It's a place where both Godzilla and Titanoboa can play to their strengths. To add to the drama, let's throw in a torrential downpour. Rain lashes down, lightning slices through the sky, and thunder roars as if nature itself is reacting to the impending battle. The city's in chaos, people are evacuating, the military is scrambling, and the world's eyes are glued to the unfolding events. Why are they fighting? Well, besides being two apex predators, perhaps Titanoboa views Godzilla as a threat to its newfound territory. Godzilla, sensing an unusual presence and potential challenge, is not about to back down. It's a classic case of, there can be only one. Tail of the tape. Time to break down the stats. Who's bringing what to the table? Godzilla. Height. Approximately 393 feet. Weight. Around 90,000 tons. Abilities. Atomic breath, immense strength, nearly indestructible skin, regenerative healing, amphibious capabilities. Titanoboa. Length. Approximately 42 feet, but let's scale it up for this battle to make things interesting. Say, 200 feet. Weight. Around 2,500 pounds, scaled up significantly. Let's say 100 tons for this scenario. Abilities. Powerful constriction, stealth, speed in water and jungles, heightened senses. Strengths analysis. Godzilla. His skin is tough enough to withstand missiles and heavy artillery. Atomic breath can decimate opponents from a distance. His immense size is both intimidating and offers a physical advantage. Titanoboa. Master of stealth, able to hide and strike without warning. Constriction power that could crush steel. Faster reflexes due to its serpentine form, especially in water. Weaknesses analysis. Godzilla. Not the speediest creature on land, his size makes him a bit lumbering. If there are extreme temperature shifts, it might affect him. Titanoboa. While huge, it's still vulnerable to massive physical force. Open spaces without cover diminish its stealth advantage. The clash of titans. Here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for. Titanoboa, lurking in the shadows of the jungle, senses unusual vibrations and heat emanating from Godzilla's massive footsteps. Meanwhile, Godzilla detects the subtle movements and unusual energy in the jungle. The air is thick with tension. Phase 1. Reconnaissance. Titanoboa uses its camouflage and the dense foliage to observe Godzilla. It's not every day you see a creature of this magnitude. Godzilla lets out a thunderous roar, shaking the ground and sending flocks of birds into the air. It's a warning and a challenge. Phase 2. First strike. Seizing the moment, Titanoboa strikes. It darts out of the jungle, wrapping its enormous coils around Godzilla's leg. The sudden attack catches Godzilla off guard. He tries to shake off the constrictor, each movement causing trees to topple and the ground to quake. Phase 3. Escalation. Frustrated, Godzilla unleashes his atomic breath. The blue radioactive beam scorches the jungle, igniting trees and sending waves of heat rippling through the air. Titanoboa, feeling the intense heat, releases its grip and retreats into the water to cool off. Phase 4. Aquatic engagement. The battle moves to the coastline. In the water, Titanoboa feels at home, swift and agile. It weaves through the waves, aiming to strike from below. Godzilla, however, isn't helpless in the water. He uses his massive tail to create shockwaves, trying to disrupt Titanoboa's approach. Phase 5. Final confrontation. In a bold move, Titanoboa launches itself out of the water, coiling around Godzilla's torso in a last-ditch effort to crush the giant. Godzilla summons a nuclear pulse, a burst of energy that emanates from his body. The force is too much for Titanoboa, forcing it to release its grip. With a mighty roar, Godzilla brings down his fist, or foot, onto Titanoboa, ending the battle with a decisive blow. Determining the victor. So, who comes out on top? Let's break it down. Godzilla's size and atomic abilities give him a clear advantage. His nearly indestructible skin and regenerative healing mean he can withstand Titanoboa's attacks. While Titanoboa's stealth and constriction are impressive, they just aren't enough against a creature that can literally emit nuclear energy. Now, if the battle had remained solely in the dense jungle or underwater, Titanoboa might have had a better chance to use its environment to its advantage. Prolonging the encounter could have tired Godzilla out or given Titanoboa more opportunities to strike. Human intervention, like military attacks on Godzilla, could have created distractions, but let's be real, humans are kind of the ants at this picnic. In the end, Godzilla emerges as the likely winner. His superior strength, defensive capabilities, and devastating attacks are just too much for even the mightiest snake. Many fans and monster enthusiasts agree with this outcome. While debates rage on in forums and comment sections, the consensus is that Godzilla's sheer power is unmatched. Of course, until we get a Hollywood movie about this, we'll have to settle for our imaginations. Aftermath and implications. What happens after the dust settles? The battle would leave a path of destruction in its wake. Jungles scorched, cities damaged, coastlines altered, the local ecosystem would be in chaos. The seismic activity from their movements could trigger earthquakes or tsunamis, leading to long-term geographical changes. For humanity, witnessing such a battle would be both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Governments might scramble to find ways to defend against or coexist with such colossal beings. Scientists would have a field day studying them, from a safe distance, of course. New technologies or defense systems could emerge as a response. This epic encounter would become the stuff of legends. Stories would be told for generations, and it would undoubtedly influence culture, media, and even religions. It might also prepare humanity for future confrontations with other unknown giants lurking in the world. Godzilla vs. Titanoboa, the ultimate showdown. Well, there you have it, the ultimate showdown between Godzilla and Titanoboa. What a ride, huh? Let's do a quick recap. We broke down Godzilla's immense power and Titanoboa's formidable stealth. We set the stage in a dramatic coastal city, witnessed an intense battle that spanned land and sea, and saw Godzilla claim victory with his awe-inspiring abilities. But hey, that's just our take on it. What do you think? Could Titanoboa have used a different strategy? Maybe you believe the giant snake stands a chance against the king of the monsters. Drop your theories, alternative endings, or any epic matchups you'd like to see in the comments below. Who knows? Maybe next time we'll pit Godzilla against King Kong or even something wilder. Thanks for joining us on this imaginative journey. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more epic content like this. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Stay tuned, because in our next video, we're diving deep into the ocean to explore the mysteries of the Mariana Trench. You won't believe what we've discovered. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep imagining the impossible.